Hello, Digidestins. This is Kyle D, better known as Ridemyavatar, and today we're going to go over the two new keywords that were introduced in Bt-6, so you guys kind of have a better understanding. The goal of the video is to go over the Q&As, how the interaction on the field state, how they are perceived, and what they're used for in the game. So guys, let's dive right into the video and discuss the amazingness of Decoy and Delay. So guys, let's start off the video with Decoy. Decoy was introduced for the cards of black. They have a lot of synergy, helping to prevent destruction options. So this does help out the long game against, like, let's say Security Control and Three Musketeers, which are very powerful decks going into this format. So black needed a way of countering this option heavy format, besides just having Ridemyavatar stand on deck and just say blockers can't be destroyed. Well, we're going to use Decoy instead, so making it so that all your black Digimon kind of have a way of being an effect moved over to them. So let's go over what is Decoy. When one of your Digimon with matching conditions of X, which would be pretty much black, would be deleted via an opponent's effect, you may delete this Digimon with Decoy black. And if you have Karasoramon under your Diaboromon, you can delete a white Digimon instead, which would mean delete the token in effect to prevent the deletion. So if you have multiple Digimon that are deleted simultaneously, you may use this effect to prevent one of those Digimon with matching condition black, or the black and white, depending on if you're playing Karasoramon or Diaboromon. So from being deleted, if a Digimon with the effect would be deleted, it cannot activate this effect to prevent its own deletion. So if, let's say, you do target the Decoy, your opponent targets your Mon with Decoy, you can't use Decoy to prevent its deletion. So you have to choose a Mon that isn't specifically that Mon getting deleted to move over the Decoy effect. So before going over the good stuff of Decoy, of how it interacts, let's go over the negative of Decoy. So Decoy can not fully stop board wipes. The example, Omnimon's Bt-1, you know how it pretty much targets same names. You can use Decoy to prevent one of its deletions. So let's say you have two named Mons, but you have a Mon with Decoy on it. At least you can prevent its destruction of at least one of your stacks, so now you don't lose out on a full ultimate line. But most of the decoys are in the higher category, that, you know, instant. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Decoy cannot stop a battle that your Digimon loses. So the example, if a Digimon swings into one of our Digimon that isn't decoyed because it's rested or it has the effect to attack into it, sadly Decoy cannot transfer the attack to itself because it's a battle loss. Decoy doesn't activate to help prevent that Digimon's destruction. It was lost by battle, not card effect. And then Decoy cannot stop DP reduction of a Digimon. The only reason for this is because it's being deleted by game mechanics, and since a Digimon reached 0 DP, it cannot stay on field, so it has to die. The example, let's say /Angemon targets a Digimon without Decoy, let's say one of your blockers, your 6k blockers, your Dark Tyrannomon or anything like that, or, you know, Androidmon, just instantly wipes them out. They kind of die, and that's all she wrote. You can't really stop that DP reduction because it's game mechanic deletion, not that. So battle, no. DP, no. Card effects, yes, within restrictions. The example, Omnimon Bt-1 with a port wipe. So let's go over the questions. What does Decoy do? When one of your Digimon matching Decoy specifically would be deleted by an opponent's delete effect, you can delete the Digimon with Decoy instead of preventing the other Digimon from being deleted. So what that means is, basically, as I said earlier, as options or effects would target a Mon that isn't specifically the Mon with Decoy, You can move the effect to itself. That is basically all that's saying. When can decoy be activated? When one of your Digimon matching decoy specific would be deleted by an opponent's delete effect, you can activate decoy before the Digimon is deleted. Think of it as an effect that interrupts deletion. So, as they're saying, it just moves the deletion target over somewhere else. What happens to a Digi Evolution cards, the Digimon saved with decoy? They stay in play. The Digimon saved with decoy isn't deleted, neither are its Digi Evolution cards, which is really nice. You get to keep that stack. They're trying to go after the big stack. At least your little guy can just say, nah, I'm gonna take the hit, don't worry. So, really powerful skill. Again, let's keep going. Question: a Digimon saved with decoy has an on deletion effect. Does the on deletion activate? No, a Digimon saved with decoy isn't deleted, so the on deletion effect does not activate. So if it's saved, again, on deletion with the inheritable Diaboromon, since it is a white card, and if you have the Karasuramon underneath it and then the Infirmon that says on deletion, if this mon is deleted, instantly create a token. It won't produce the token with Diaboromon because of the fact that it wasn't deleted, but the decoy token was, so it doesn't activate its effect. A Digimon that activates decoy and deletes itself to save another Digimon on deletion effect activate? Yes, it does, because it's tethered to that mon and you transfer it over to activate it. So basically simple. Can I use decoy to save a Digimon that's going to be deleted as a result of battle? No, can only be used to save a Digimon that's going to be deleted by an opponent's card effect. Like I mentioned earlier, it is only targeting card effect. My opponent uses an effect to reduce one of my Digimon's DP to 0. Can I use decoy to prevent that from being deleted? No, effects that reduce DP aren't considered by deletion by effects, so you can only use decoy to save Digimon being deleted. You can't use decoy to save Digimon from being deleted at 0 DP. Game mechanics is basically the reason why it gets deleted, not because of an effect. If you have 2 or more Digimon specifically by decoy are being deleted by an effect simultaneous, can I use decoy to save them? You can activate decoy, but you can only use it to save one of that mon, like I mentioned with the Omnimon earlier. If you have 2 or more specific by decoys are being destroyed and effect simultaneously, can I use 2 or more decoys to save each individually? Yes, you can, since decoy can move it over to them, but usually it's not always going to be that easy to get multiple decoy mons out there. So if a Digimon with decoy and a Digimon matching the specifics of decoy are being deleted by an effect simultaneously, can I use decoy to save the specific Digimon? Yes. So it's just asking, I have 2 Digimon with decoy, can I move it and they're same, literally the same card? You can move it to the other one if you choose to, if it has the better stack to be deleted. They're going for the weaker one, you can make it so that you gain more advantage. So that is a thing. So I attack with Digimon with piercing. If my opponent has a retaliation, can I activate decoy before my Digimon is deleted? And if yes, do I still get to perform security checks from piercing? Yes, retaliation is the deletion effect. So you activate decoy to save a Digimon from it. Since the attacking Digimon stayed in play, being saved by decoy, it performs the piercing check, which basically means, let's say you swing in with Blitz Greymon, you can get the piercing off in the retaliation and then have the decoy take the retaliation hit instead, and now you deal the security check. Really awesome, just very powerful skill, guys. So hopefully you kind of have a better understanding of what decoy can do. So let's dive into what are the new option cards with the effect delay attached to them. So delay is option card that are cards that have the keyword delay on them. So option cards are usually the card with the delay. So option cards with this effect are placed in the battle area instead of sending them to trash after their initial use. When the delay effect is used, the card is sent to trash. The delay cannot be used on the same turn it's placed in the battle area. So you can't just go like, hey, I slam this down, check top 5, add them on, the rest of the bottom, then it goes into the battle area and you kind of try to pop it, gain 2 extra memory to play further. You can't. You gotta wait a full rotation. It has summoning sickness basically. Heads up on delay options do not count to having color requirements on board. So if you have a delay card on field, let's use example a red delay card, but you don't have a tamer Digimon in battle area or raising, it cannot cast the red option card. You can't use Gaia Force if you have a delay card out because it doesn't meet their color requirements, which is part of the game mechanic. So let's go over some of the questions people have had. What does delay do? After placing the option with delay in the battle area, you can trash it during your main phase to activate various effects. Usually it's a gain a memory kind of thing. There hasn't been any other resource related delay cards yet, but future could see a very promising possibility for delay cards having more draws or anything like that we might need. So don't be surprised if delay becomes more powerful over time. So how do I place an option card with delay into my battle area? The effect to place the option in with delay in the battle area must be activated simultaneously. Some options with delay have a main and security effect that places the card itself into the battle area. Most of them do have the place it into battle area but doesn't activate the main effect. So especially the searcher ones, if I remember correctly. So I have an option card with delay in the battle area. Can I use it just like a normal option? No. Option cards placed in the battle area are treated separately cards in the hand, and they only the delay cards can be activated, the effects. So basically you can't use its main effect to search more and then use it as an incentive, which we never know what they're going to do in the future. So definitely keep an eye out of that. So I have an option card with delay in the battle. Can I use it? Nope. We already read that. When activating an option card delay effect, do I have to pay the option card's memory cost? No, you do not. That's the whole point of delay. The card is to be popped later for free to gain you the 2 memory or 3 memory depending on the card's status. So very nice to have a free use later searcher filter card that is very useful. How many option cards with delay can I be placed in the battle area? No limits, boys and girls. There you can have, if your deck is 95% delay cards, you could have half your deck on that field with delays. Who's gonna care? It doesn't, consistency out the window, but again, no limits on your options in play battle area. Same with Mons. So if I have multiple cards with delay in the battle area, can I activate all of them at once? You activate multiple delay effects during the same turn. However, you must activate them one at a time. You cannot activate multiple delays at simultaneous. Just a heads up, you don't get this. Just in case they make interruption cards in the future, this is a option future that they are making sure that you can't activate like 20 of them and then all of them get shut down immediately. It's only pick and choose one. Can I return an option card with delay to my hand instead of activating its delay effect? No, as a general rule, once you place an option card in the battle area, you cannot return it to your hand. So really sad, but they all go to drop after the delay is used, unless they make a future card that says return a option card to your hand, which we don't know. There could be potential in this. My opponent has an option card placed in the battle area. Can I remove it by attacking it with a Digimon? It's not a Mon. Okay, so people that are very confused will understand why this matters. They think they can attack almost everything. It's like a tamer, you can't interact with it. Do delay effects count as option effects? Yes, they do. They meet conditions, sort of, but they don't activate cards because they aren't played from hand. It says when an option card is activated, that doesn't. Can I activate cards delay effects if I do not have a Digimon or Tamer in play of a matching color? You can activate delays because they're like vanilla color. They're not white, but they're like their own color. They don't exist, so you can just pop it and then activate it. If I activate delay effect on an option card in the battle area, does it count as using an option card? No. Activating delay effects on an option card in the battle area does not count as using an option card. As such, activating delay effects cannot activate effects on cards like Lilithmon or Mimi, which they both gain memory if an option is played. But because there is no options activating, you are activating effect, but you're not playing an option, as they are required to have that. So Definitely keep that in mind, because when using an option and activating the fact, they're two different instances. So just keep that in mind. Do option cards placed in the battle area after fulfilling their color requirements of the option in hand? No, options placed in the battle area do not meet the color requirement for the option in hand. So just like I was mentioning earlier, does not activate. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video and you like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.